This video is for the people who genuinely want to improve their lives in every possible way, for the people who are truly spiritual, for the people who want real freedom. So, I know self-awareness is the absolute key to this entire game of life. The more that you can become aware of yourself, naturally, everything will unfold as it is meant to unfold in the greatest possible way for you. And I could go on to a whole video just about that. And if you check out my YouTube, I've actually done quite a few like that. But the purpose, really, of what I'm wanting to say is I want to talk about an experience that I'm going through in my life and how it relates back to self-awareness, recognizing what beliefs are being activated within me and reprogramming those beliefs. So, I'm normally a guy who's up at 4 in the morning. And, I stretch, do a workout, do some breathing stuff, do yoga, all kinds of stuff. Work on my dreams, and lately I have hit such a wall of exhaustion that I've never experienced in my life. It's really taken me away from doing all of that to the point that I've been sleeping in a lot later before work. Something I never have done in my life. And, we go through these phases in our lives. What most people call the ebbs and flows, the ups and the downs, the motivated and the unmotivated. But really all that's happening is that a belief is being triggered within you. Because if you are truly following this path of bettering yourself and creating your dream life, inevitably you will evolve from the person you once were. And as you evolve, as you conquer more fear and welcome more love, you're now able to play on a different level of the game. But as you reach these new levels of the game, they come with new challenges. And those challenges must be met with awareness. If you're uncertain of what is stopping you from going to a certain place, how could you possibly remove the obstacle if you don't even know what the obstacle is, right? So the point is, for myself, I know that this wall of exhaustion has been hit because I am at the tipping point. The absolute tipping point of everything I have ever wanted coming into my life. But there's part of me that's afraid of that still. There's part of me that's afraid to be seen by millions of people. There's a part of me that's afraid to have my dream body. There's a part of me that's afraid of having the tattoos I want, to standing in the kind of power that I want. And when I say power, I mean freedom. And I came to realize that. And this is why exploring your belief system is so critical. It came back to, if I have my dream body, if I have my dream life, if I have money, if I have the attention that I know that I'm supposed to get online and everything else, that my father will disapprove of me. And if he disapproves of me, then that proves to me that I am unlovable and that I am unworthy of the things that I desire. And because that exists in my subconscious, I haven't reprogrammed it yet, I will today though. Because that exists in my subconscious, the body now creates the exhaustion. It creates a new barrier because it is your last attempt. Just like how cancer isn't actually something that is terrible necessarily. It's like the warning bells. Your body is telling you, this is the last chance we got to change things before we die. it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's your body saying, hey, we need to make change now. And oftentimes when people realize they have cancer, they make tremendous change in their lives, whether it's dietary, in terms of their exercise, in terms of their relationships. But the point is that belief will manifest itself as some way to keep you in the reality where you do not go beyond this certain point. Because your beliefs are related to your survival system. So now if I believe that by becoming the greatest version of myself, my father will disapprove of me and that I'm unlovable, that doesn't just mean that I will feel poorly. My body actually believes that this is an essential reality for me to exist in for the life of this body. So in every tactic it can come up with, it will try and stray you from your path in a sense. But I also want to put it into your recognition, into your awareness that these beliefs that quote unquote hold us back, the survival system, it is not a bad thing. I'm truly grateful that it exists because it has saved my life many times. But there are certain parts of it which no longer need to exist. And that's okay. So I'll be letting go of that. Because I know that at the end of the day, I have a purpose. I have a dream. I have a family to look after. I have people who look up to me. But most importantly, I have myself to look up to me. And could I look back at my 7-year-old self and tell him, I'm sorry, but I give up. Sorry, but I give up on you. No. I could never be that person. I hope neither will you. And I hope that this information helps to bring about greater awareness. That the difficulty you're facing in life doesn't necessarily mean that you are not meant to be where you are. Doesn't necessarily mean that your dreams are something you need to pivot from. It may just mean that you've reached a different level of evolution, which now requires a different level of awareness, which then requires a different level of healing. With that being said, I love you. I don't know you. I don't need to. But I love you. And I wish the very absolute best for you. And that I hope you have the greatest day of your life today. Cheers.